Salutations all you anime and gamer fans out there. My name is Lisa the Amazoness and welcome back to an Amazonian Let's Play. Alright, here we are with part 2 of Locked Heart. So, basically everything that just happened is, we found out that all the people in the Delocks mansion was turned into toys. Yeah. And also that there are a lot of horrible story puns and references in this thing. Yeah. But anyways, I left off on a decision, so let's get back to that decision, shall we? Okay, what now? Okay, so we have a choice to leave or stay. And I don't think I can die in this, so I kind of want to see what happens if I leave the mansion. I stood on the mansion porch and stared at the forest ahead of me. The rain had stopped, but the earth was still littered with dampness. Raindrops were caught on the soft halo of the moonlight. Taking a deep breath, I turned and looked at the toys gathered at the door. Their expressions were that of sadness. Though the longer I looked at their eyes, the more I believed it was fear. So, it was nice meeting all of you. No longer had I finished speaking, did Lily let out a sob and disappeared inside. Miss Lily. Bidding me one last worried glance, Mama Bear, it's not a girl. Why are you still calling it Mama Bear? Ugh, whatever. Mama Bear went after her, which only left Papa Bear and Baby Bear. Why does it suddenly feel like I'm saying my final goodbyes? As if to enforce my concern, Papa Bear scoffed at me, though it came more like a growl. I can't believe you really want to die so badly. Not that it matters to me. Do whatever you want. He gave me one last glare and then left. Deon looked up to me, his cute face crimped with worry and unhappiness, very much like the baby bear I kept calling him. It's not too late to change your mind, you know. Death. Were they really serious about the barrier thing? Would it seriously kill me? I looked at the forest again. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary that could stop me. Everything was wet from the rain, but it looked the same as it had when I was running through the trees to find shelter. Nothing had happened. Why do I feel so nervous and scared? Drawing in a breath, I took one step. Then another, resisting the urge to glance back at Baby Bear. I tried to take a third step as I continued down the path. My own funeral march sung in my head, playing vividly in my mind. I tried to shake it away, but the fear had already sunk in. What if I really die when I tried to leave the mansion grounds? My body froze for every second, and then I was stumbling backwards until I was at the door again. I could feel cold sweat lingering down my neck. I changed my mind. You made the right decision, my lady. Although I'm a bit intrigued. What changed your mind? The image of a closed casket entering a tomb flashed across my mind again. You don't want to know. Baby Bear shrugged and shook his head at me, though I noticed a little smile on his face, too. You're one weird girl. Anyway, let's go back inside before you get yourself into any more trouble. Okay. I was about to follow Baby Bear inside when I noticed something on the lawn, a few yards from the porch. I squinted hard, the moonlight caught on a gathering of pebble lying in a wide arc on the grass. That's odd. Why are they like that? I turned towards the forest again. Besides me, Baby Bear gave a sigh. What's wrong? Nothing. I don't want to risk it. Really? Baby Bear tilted his head to the left, staring at me. Then why do you look so bothered if it's nothing? Well, he does have a point. I noticed that there were pebbles around the house, and I was wondering what they're for. Ah, those. They act as a mark to indicate where the barrier starts. You're very observant, Aurora. Well, I like to take notes of my surroundings so I won't get lost. Even though you got lost, that is such an admirable quality. Though I end up getting lost. See, you point out my entire stuff right there. I laughed at the irony. As much as I'd like to leave, I don't think I could figure out which way I should go. I don't suppose you could tell me the directions to the next village. A weary smile pulled onto his mouth. As much as I'd like to help the lady, even if I did tell you the directions, they won't help much at this point. We're trapped here. Remember? Oh, right. My hope instantly died. It's getting cold. Let's go back inside. Of course. I gave one last look at the forest, mentally berating myself for getting into this mess. I touched my locket and jerked away when it burned under my touch. What? I stared at the locket, startled. Slowly, I touched it again, bracing myself for the heat. It felt cold, as always. I think I'm going crazy. Aurora? Coming! I followed Baby Bear back inside. I was surprised to find that everyone was waiting for me. Glad to see you're still in one piece. I still don't know how I'm gonna do all these voices. I'm terrible at voices, guys. Thanks. You made the right decision, child. At least you're smart enough to listen to your elders, unlike someone here. I bit back a retort. Elders? How can I seriously consider her an elder if she looked like a super cute cat plush? My face must have revealed my thoughts because Miss Maria shot me a glare. Do you have a problem? No. Good. Now that you're here to stay, Lily, why don't you show Aurora to her room? I would be happy to. I'll do it. Man, I'm like a kid at puberty. Oh, my bad. Baby Bear quickly cut her off, rendering the doll speechless. Well, isn't this a surprise? It's not very often Deon volunteers for something. In fact, the last time he volunteered for something was... Miss Maria didn't finish her thought. Sharp eyes glaring at Baby Bear. Baby Bear stood up straight. I've changed, Miss Maria. Besides, I'd do anything for a lovely lady like her. I hope you won't give her any trouble, brother. Baby Bear and Mama Bear. That is so weird. Stop calling him that. God! Baby Bear and Mama Bear silently looked at each other. I felt tension building in the room. I won't. Come on, love. I'll show you to your room. I frowned at his new nickname for me. Yeah, I don't know how to... I don't know about Baby Bear now. I'm willing to call him that. I know his name is Deon. Anyways, back to the story. I followed Baby Bear, but not before taking a glance at Mama Bear, who seemed to be worried about something. If what Miss Maria said was true, then I probably should be careful around the helpful Deon. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm getting like weird, creepy Ted vibes from all this. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Deon led me into a hallway, and well, I supposed to be the one following him, but because of his small size, he also had small steps. I had to stop from time to time to wait for him. Deon, can I carry you instead? Why, do you really want to touch me that badly? Okay, yes, you are a creeper. For a teddy bear, you are a huge, pervy little teddy bear. Well, I do. Oh my god, that doesn't make it even better. Well, I do want to squeeze you because you look so soft and fluffy. But don't you think it'll be faster if I just carry you while you show me the way? No offense. Deon tilted his head as if thinking. You have a point, I suppose. I bent down and he hopped up into my arms. Oh, I will admit it's so cute. Oh my god, teddy bears are adorable. Oh my god. Okay. Just as I thought, you really are soft and fluffy. Probably the only teddy bear that will be nice enough to let you hold him in this whole shebang thing. I squeezed him harder. Careful, love, you'll ruin the fur. Sorry. But it definitely feels nice to be hugged, although I wish I could feel your warmth. I stared at him, not understanding what he meant. Why? Am I cold? Not really. It's just that we're toys. We can no longer feel. I wish I could still recall what it's like to feel anything. Physically, that is. The atmosphere grew heavy. All of them were like this because of a curse. It must have been really hard for everyone. Disliking this awkward silence, I switched subjects. Miss Maria implied Deon was lazy, so there was one thought I couldn't resolve. Is there any reason why you volunteered to escort me? Perhaps you have an ulterior motive? Yes, that sounds about right. Of course not. I would never have an ulterior motive. It's just my life has been pretty uneventful these last 7 years. But now that you're here, I have someone else to talk to other than my family. Things will finally get interesting. So you do have an ulterior motive. Exactly. Deon smiled, somehow innocent and devilish at the same time. I wouldn't call it an ulterior motive. Oh, never mind. Anyway, we're here. This will be your room from now on. It's nothing fancy, but I hope you like it. My eyes widened at the sight in front of me. The room was simply gorgeous, and it covered with lavish decors and paintings in ornate frames on the walls and several tabletop figurines. Man, I cannot read, but I will admit, this is all adorable. Oh my god. The little pink for my taste. I like pink, but that's just too much pink. The giant bed in the middle of the room looked so inviting, especially after such a hard day. Calling it fancy would be an understatement. I'm sure you're tired after a long journey. I shall take my leave so you can have your rest. He patted my arm and pointed down. I obligated, and he hopped out of my arms once I knelt down low enough. Thank you. Deon gave me one last wave before leaving me in my new room. I plopped down on the bed, the soft mattress almost too comfortable. It's true that I was tired from a long trek through the forest, but taking in everything that the Delocks family had told me drained me both physically and mentally. I'm stuck here with a 7-year-old curse, but I can't sit here and do nothing. Mother, it might take me a while before I can fulfill my dream. Because before I can reach it, I must first find a way to break an impossible curse. Oh, this is all adorable. Okay, give me a second. I'm hungry and I haven't eaten yet, so I may sneaky snack from here and there, so I'm gonna get me some food. I stared at the beautiful flowers and bushes around me and let out a long sigh. It had been 5 days. Wow, that was really fast. Man, these things go by fast. I never realized how fast these stories can go. It had been 5 days and I was still on the Deluxe estate. Sitting in the garden somehow made me feel trapped, and suddenly the thought of never leaving this place again became a lot more real. But I won't be able to follow my dreams and become a chef at Glendale's if I can't break a curse. I would die of old age and boredom, surrounded by nothing but toys. There's no way way I'm staying here while a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity passes me by. I'll go ask Miss Maria and the others if there's any way for the curse to break. But my hope died at the reminder they were still cursed after 7 whole years. That meant they still hadn't found a way to break it. Soaking, I touched a few flowers, stroking their petals with my fingers. The sun was out, but I felt cold and dismal. So, I'm doomed then. I stood up to leave, but a voice stopped me in my tracks. Oi! I looked down to see Deon sneaking into the garden, frantically searching as though he was trying to hide from someone. It was quite a comical sight, especially considering the fact that he was actually a toy bear. I would have laughed if it weren't for the desperate look he gave me. Deon, what on earth are you doing? Hiding from the demon. The demon? Also known as Miss Maria. Oh, right. Is she really that dangerous? Uh-huh. You don't want to come across her when she's mad. He was wrong. My cheek throbbed at the reminder of her fury. Man. Oh, that is so cool. Hey, at least she's not like One Punch Man, man. You'll be dead. You'll be dead. Ah, that's such a good anime. And I've started reading the manga adaptation of it. Well, not adaptation, the manga of it. And it's not that bad. Honestly, it's more comical than the anime series. Well, don't just stand there. Help me. No way. I remember Miss Maria saying Deon never volunteered to help, and suddenly had suspicions Deon was guilty of something. What? You dug your own grave? I'm not planning to share it with you. I'd rather not involve myself in your mess, thank you very much. But Deon gazed at me with puppy dog eyes and suddenly pleading with me to help him out. Oh, that's adorable. So adorable. Cute little teddy bear. Oh, so cute. I looked away. It won't work on me, baby bear. Please. I glanced at him. He continued looking at me with his sad, sad eyes. I bit my lower lip. Why did he have to be so cute? Fine. Yes. Deon shouted in victory. He was such a sly little bear. I couldn't help but smile at him. There you are! We both froze, eventually gathering enough courage to turn towards the source of the voice. Oh, okay, so you're not Miss Maria. Okay. Royal strode over towards us, with his arms folded over his chest, looking annoyed. Very annoyed. It's just you, Royal. You gave us quite a scare. Oh, you should be scared, all right. I'm handing you over to Miss Maria. What? Royal effortlessly picks up Deon up in his arm, ignoring Deon's constant thrashing as he turned back to the house. And he completely ignored me. Let me go, old man. Don't you dare hand me over to her. Royal snorted. Well, it's either you or me, and I'd rather save myself from her. How could you betray your best friend like this? Royal stopped, stared hard at Deon. Hang on, I have food. Food is good. Oh, food. Sorry guys, this is my breakfast right here. Royal stopped and stared hard at Deon. I was expecting to hear a retort from Royal like he always does with Deon, but instead he let out an exasperated sigh and put him down. Well, this best friend of yours has been in too much trouble covering for you. Deon snorted this time. Soul always gets away with it. Wait, what? Because he's the master of the house, idiot. Deon flinched at his words. I blinked. I couldn't explain it, but I felt strange, like there was a story behind Royal's statement, or not just an insult. However, the movement was fleeting. Whatever shadow that seemed to be there lifted away. What did you do? What you did to Miss Maria was stupid and dangerous. I really admire your guts. Deon smiled, his tension gone too. That's why you adore me so much, right? Royal gave him a disgusted look and kicked to his side. Hey! I bit back my laughter. So this is how butlers treat their masters nowadays, huh? How amusing. But then again, seeing the two of them like this is really entertaining. Sometimes it's like all they do is argue with each other, but I think the truth is they're really close, even if they don't want to admit it. You! I straightened myself when Royal thrust a paw in my direction. My smile faded at his harsh tone. What are you smiling at? Nothing, Mr. Grumpy Bear. Royal shot me a glance but didn't say anything more. He turned to Deon once again. Go now before I change my mind. I knew you couldn't resist me. That's so weird. Ugh. Deon beamed at him and then turned that charming smile on me. Let's go, love. I was unsure what I was supposed to do next, and when I looked at Royal, he gave me a nod and a silent gesture telling me to help Deon. I scooped Deon into my arms and bolted from the garden. So I'm guessing because of all this, I am on a Deon route? Okay. Great. I got a pervy white teddy bear that causes trouble. Yay! You owe me big time for this. How about a kiss from yours truly? I groaned and rounding the side of the mansion. No thanks. Why? I'm sure you'd love it. Kissing a teddy bear? That'd be weird. Just tell me where I'm supposed to hide before that demon nanny of yours finds us. Just listen how cool this song is. Okay, my bad. Deon was silent for a moment before finally saying that he knew the perfect place. He urged me to hurry, and as soon as I was running from the mansion, remind me why I agreed to this again? Because you couldn't resist my charms? I didn't argue anymore. Right. What did you do anyway? Well, I may or may have not poured a bucket of water over Miss Maria. You know how it is with cats and water. Wow, that isn't cool, Deon. That is not cool at all. I shuddered, fearing Miss Maria's wrath now that I helped the criminal involved. Why would you even do that? He just shrugged nonchalantly, as though dumping water on Miss Maria was something he did every day. I was bored and I wanted to do something fun. I was tired of playing with Royal, and Miss Maria was the first one I saw. Man, so he causes shit for everybody. Damn, you are a troublemaker for someone who's supposed to be the oldest of the family. Jesus. You know what happened next. That probably wasn't a smart thing to do, but I don't think I'm in any position to scold you because I've done the same thing before. I didn't think Miss Maria deserved the same fate as the pervert for my last job, but I didn't have a chance to elaborate. Well, what do you know? Great minds think alike. Oh, wait. Oh, great minds do think alike after all. We're definitely perfect for each other. You mean I'm perfect to become your owner? I meant as my soulmate. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, first of all, you're a teddy bear. Don't think this will work out. Secondly, it's only been 5 days, and for me, it hasn't even been that long, so I have barely known you. And thirdly, you're a troublemaking, perverted teddy bear. Hate to break it to you, kid, but it's just not gonna work. I'm sorry, it's just not. Just not. So, yeah. Tough break, kid. Tough break. I did not expect Deon to be so matter-of-fact when he replied that I almost sputtered my reply. I managed to speak clearly in the end. And how did you even come up with that conclusion, Mr. Bear? He lifted his head proudly as he spoke. My gut feeling. Okay. Sometimes I don't know if I considered him crazy or delusional. Probably the latter. I quickly decided before changing the subject. So, you and Royal are best friends, huh? Sometimes. Although, we're enemies most of the time. I guess you would call us frenemies. You know, like friends, but enemies. I gave him an odd look. I never understood that. What the hell is a frenemy anyway? How can you be friends with someone you hate? That doesn't make sense. You two sure are weird. So we're told. Ah, here we are. He indicated at the door with his paw. He handed me a small key. I don't even want to know where he'd been keeping it this whole time. Oh, I don't either. I opened the door and ducked inside. My eyes widened when I saw a piano sitting in the center of the room. This must be a conservatory. I stepped back as a familiar pain began in my chest. Whew, we're safe now. How can you be so sure? I just know we are. I shuddered inwardly. I just hope that I won't be involved in the mess he put himself into. But then again, I did help him hide from Miss Maria, so that makes sense, or it makes me his accomplice. Dang, I cannot read. I'm so tired. So tired. I look at the piano once again, and that heavy feeling swelled inside my chest. I will myself to shut off the painful memories of the past. What's wrong with the piano? Please, not now. Do you like music, Aurora? I flinched, but tried to smile away my discomfort. I do. Why do you ask? No reason, I just noticed the look in your eyes. I blinked. Am I really that obvious? What should I do? I'm not sure I want to bring up... I want to know why. Why are you so cautious about a freaking piano? Well, my father was a musician. Oh, so did your father die or did he leave you guys? Is that why? Was a musician. Oh yeah, was. Okay, so yeah, he died. Okay. Don't tell me he. I'm afraid so. That's why I'm not fond of the piano anymore, because it reminds me of him. It brings back a lot of sad memories of how he died. I'm sorry to hear that, love. For me, music brings back good memories. It's strange, isn't it? My mother loved playing the piano, so every time I come here, it reminds me of the happy moments our family shared while my mother was still alive. Deon hopped into the bench and gently stroked the lid over the keys, his expression wistful. Our father was always so cheerful and kind before Mother's death. Of course, I'm the only one who remembers because Soul and Gold were still too young at the time. And the father they came to know was already cold and heartless one. Oh, the cold and heartless one. Oh, I'm just rambling now, aren't I? But it's just, I find it easy to talk to you, Aurora. It's as if I found a long-lost friend. I smiled at him, stepping closer to the piano. Seems like you had a lot of fun back then. I did. If only I could turn back time. Deon was silent for a while. So you don't hate music then? Not really, I just tend to avoid anything related to it whenever possible. I see. So then there's still hope. Deon beamed, bright as the sunlight. for you to like music once again. I promise you, when I turn back into a human once again, I'll play a very special song for you. You play the piano? I sure do, love. If my paws functioned the same as humans' fingers, then I would have already played one for you. Right now, I can only play a couple of notes at one time. I do hope I still remember how to play it, though. Deon stared at his paws wistfully. This room is my special place, you know. You're the first one to come in here after we were cursed. Besides me, of course. It's been locked since Mother's death. I'm the only one with the key. Really? I'm afraid so. Oh, I know. This will be our secret place from now on. I don't think I'm worthy enough to be here. You're special, Aurora. For me. That's why I wanted to share this place with you. He glanced at the piano, his eyes filled with longing. I almost reached out to pat his head, but I stopped myself. So, I'm a special friend then? Probably. Or perhaps he wanted to be something more left. No! He grinned at me. I groaned inwardly. Exactly. I didn't feel quite right when a teddy bear flirted with you. It doesn't feel quite right when a teddy bear flirts with you. Forget I asked. Deon chuckled beside me, but I couldn't help but smile. Music. My father always told me that music made his life full of colors. I believed that too, but when he and my mother left me, my life became dull. I saw things in monochrome. Looking at Deon and his cheerful, optimistic self, I couldn't help but feel like my life might have a splash of color once again. Oh man. It's not bad. It's what I'm thinking right now isn't bad. It's just as I said in another video of mine, both my parents died before I turned 13. So I don't miss my mom. I really don't. She wasn't a good mom to me, but I miss my dad a lot, and that just made me kind of miss him. Anyways, another day passed, and I was no longer closer to breaking the curse. So I went to one place where I was hoping to find some answers: the library. Books do hold important information, right? Maybe I'll find something. Anything. Royal was arranging some books when I got there. It felt intimidating being in the same room with him, but for my sake and theirs, I'd endure the grumpy bear's presence. I began browsing through the shelves, and the table I'm using is now piled with books that held no clues to breaking a curse. What sort of books would have information on breaking spells anyway? Fairy tales? Perhaps Gold is a princess and is just waiting for a kiss from her prince. References for days, guys. References for days. This is hopeless. I slumped on the table and frowned. Hey you better make sure you put those books back before... Damn it, I cannot read. Hey, you better make sure you put those books back where they belong. I scowled at him. I will, Mother. Royal went back to what he was doing, but not before giving me a deadly glare. I wondered how Deon was able to get along with him. He was moody, grumpy, and scary. The complete opposite of Deon. So, how did you and Deon become best friends anyway? None of your concern, girl. And he brushed me off just like that. I took a deep breath and tried again. But you are his friend, right? So he claims. Are you not? Royal stopped what he was doing, his shoulders relaxing. A mere butler like me doesn't deserve his friendship, and yet he offers it to me. He treats me as an equal, not a servant. seems like he's just one lonely fellow. That's why he even has me as a friend. I was surprised that Royal revealed so much when he was this reserved and grumpy. You think Deon is lonely? Thinking of Deon's bright and cheerful attitude, it was hard to imagine that he was lonely. But then again, anyone can mask loneliness with a smile. Yep, been down that road too! Probably. Lord Sol and Deon used to be so close together that Royal quickly stopped himself and glared at me. You weren't supposed to hear that. Eh? Don't you dare say a single word to to him. I raised my hand in surrender. I won't. Sheesh. Sol and Deon used to be close. Well, it's only natural since they're brothers, so why have they become so distant? I shook my head. I was supposed to focus on breaking the curse, not mellow into personal affairs. I resumed searching for clues to no avail. It seems like the library is off my list. Though I did not expect to find an easy answer, the disappointment weighed heavy on my chest. I went back to my room defeated. There you are, love. I noticed Deon standing outside my door, obviously waiting for me. Hey there, Deon. And will you please stop calling me that? I thought he would have stopped using that nickname after a while, but it seems like it's become his favorite word since I came here. You don't like that name? How about Honey then? Or perhaps would you prefer that I call you Darling? I groaned and touched my fingers to my temples. I don't want your weird nicknames. I simply just want to be called by my name. But everyone calls you that. He protested. I almost giggled when he puffed out his fuzzy cheeks. Ah, he's cute, even though he's a little pervert. You got that going for you, teddy bear. You're special to me. That's why I wanted to call you something special as well. I felt an impending headache. And Deon continued talking, obviously oblivious to my frown. Which reminds me. Deon glanced around as if making sure that we were alone. I raised a brow at him, wondering what he was up to this time. When he spoke again, his voice was low. Meet me out here tonight. Why's that? It's a surprise. Just promise me you'll be here, okay? I stared at him for a long time, thinking back from that moment when he asked me to hide him from Miss Maria. One couldn't hide from her forever, especially if you were living under the same roof as her. I was spared from her wrath, but I didn't think I would be lucky a second time. You're not planning to do anything stupid, are you? Because if you are, I don't want to get involved this time. Of course not. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you, my love. Ah, so it seems like you both are getting along well. I turned and saw Sol walking towards us, greeting us with his warm smile. Yes, we're getting along really, really well. Right, love? I apologize if my big brother gets you into trouble. He's really good at that. He gave me an apologetic smile. I suspected that Sol's comment was meant to be a joke, but somehow it felt like Sol was serious about what he said. Deon scolded at his brother. Hey! I'm not getting anyone in trouble. Sol sighed, touching a paw to his forehead. Just don't involve Leia and Laura with our messes. We already involved enough people with this curse. His silence, Deon, his expression darkening at Sol's words. Seeing how as I never witnessed this side of Deon before, what was happening must be really serious. Sol stared at him, his expression unreadable. Was it sadness? Regret? Anger? The two of them used to be so close, according to Royal. So, what could have possibly broken their bond? I was curious, but thought it best to keep it to myself. I was in no position to ask that personal question, especially when I was just an outsider here. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have some clothes to sew. At these words, I couldn't keep quiet any longer. You sew? I was surprised by my own question that I quickly covered my mouth with my hand. But Sol chuckled slightly with his face bright red, causing, "Oh, you're blushing, you're so cute," causing the heavy atmosphere to finally lighten up. "Oh, you're cute! Oh, teddy bear blushing, teddy bear blushes, oh, so cute." "I do." "That's amazing, can I see your works?" "Perhaps. I can show you some of them, or I could show some of them to you someday." "Yay!" Sol coughed into his paw. "Well then, I'll see you both around. I hope you are comfortable with your stay here, my lady." "I am, thank you." Sol smiled, then his gaze shifted to Deon, who was still silent. Sol looked like he wanted to say something, but then he shook his head and finally left. Deon let out a long sigh, as though he had been holding his breath the entire time. If only I had the courage to tell him the truth. "Huh?" Deon flinched. I was probably not supposed to hear him. "Sorry, I was talking to myself." "Are you all right?" Yes, I'm fine." I did not believe him, but I was not sure how to respond. "I better leave you now. Don't forget to meet me here tonight." "Sure." Deon scurried away without another word. What was that all about? I remember Sol being the heir of the family, but firstborn sons were supposed to hold that title. So why isn't it Deon? Could the family title be the reason why they're so distant from each other? So many questions swam in my head, refusing to leave without an answer. But the problem was I didn't even have one. What have I gotten myself into? I touched my locket for comfort. Mother, I hope I'll get the answers I need soon. Alright guys, we're gonna stop here. Yeah, this is like a perfect cliffhanger point, because we still got something of a surprise for us here in the next video, so, oh my god! Okay, so, yeah, from the looks of it, I guess I'm on the Deon route, because I haven't really, he's like the most frequent person, like, I talk to in this, so I'm guessing this is what I'm stuck with, so, I don't know if I'll do any more of them, because, well, it depends on how long it takes. If it takes more than, like, 5 episodes to just do one route, I may just stick to one, but unless you like this, then just let me know, and I'll keep doing more routes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and /or subscribe. If you want to see more videos that I've done, please check me here out on YouTube, or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. If you have anything you want to tell me personally, leave it in the comment section below, or on the other 2 medias that I had just listed off. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Lisa the Amazonas, and we'll see you next time, anime and gamer fans. Mwah! Mwah!